until I tell the boys.
Wait till I tell the girls. We're going to Africa! Yeah!
What?
In various regions around the globe, there exists confusion among certain individuals who mistakenly equate South Africa with the entire continent of Africa. So, when planning your next safari adventure, remember to add a touch of specificity to your African destination of choice. After all, you wouldn't want to accidentally find yourself in South Africa when you were aiming for the wildebeest-filled plains of Kenya. South Africa, widely regarded as the most prosperous and advanced nation in Africa, has unquestionably taken the lead in various fields throughout its history. Recognized as the Rainbow Nation, South Africa's vibrant blend of ethnicities, cultures, and languages sets it apart. We invite you to accompany us on this video journey as we uncover the lesser-known aspects of this remarkable country, which remain unfamiliar to many people in Africa and around the globe. Hello, and welcome to the Africa News Network. South Africa is known for being the first country to successfully farm ostriches on a large scale. Ostrich farming began in the late 1800s, and South Africa became a major producer of ostrich products, including feathers, meat, and leather. Nevertheless, the industry experienced a downfall in the aftermath of World War I due to the decline in demand for feathers used in fashionable hats and military uniforms. Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, a South African politician, became the first woman from Africa to hold the position of chairperson of the African Union Commission. She served in this role from 2012 to 2017. On December 3, 1967, Dr. Christian Barnard and his team at Groote Schuur Hospital in Cape Town performed the world's first successful human-to-human heart transplant. The recipient was Louis Washkansky, a 53-year-old South African man. The surgery lasted around 9 hours, and Washkansky lived for 18 days following the transplant before succumbing to pneumonia. Despite the recipient's eventual death, the surgery marked a significant milestone in medical history and paved the way for further advancements in organ transplantation. This time for Africa. South Africa made history in 2010 by becoming the first African nation to host the FIFA World Cup. The tournament took place in various cities across the country and was widely regarded as a successful event. During a game against Uruguay, Itumeleng Khune, the South African goalkeeper, made history by becoming the first African goalkeeper to be shown a red card in the tournament. He joined the ranks of only 2 goalkeepers in World Cup history who have been sent off, with the first being Gianluca Pagliuca of Italy during the 1994 FIFA World Cup. However, the roster expanded slightly in the 2022 tournament as Wayne Hennessy of Wales joined the ranks as the 3rd goalkeeper to receive a red card. Following England, South Africa holds the distinction of being the 2nd country in the world to have successfully hosted the Cricket, Rugby Union, and Football World Cups. South Africa stands as one of just 2 nations worldwide that possess a geographical border completely surrounding another country. Within South Africa's territory lies the Kingdom of Lesotho, an independent nation that exists entirely within the borders of South Africa, thus creating an enclave. Similarly, Italy plays host to the enclaves of the Republic of San Marino and Vatican City. In every nation across the globe, there exists a city or town designated as the hub of government and administrative activities. This means that it serves as the physical location where government offices and meeting venues are situated. Now, consider the intriguing scenario of a country having not just 1 or 2, but 3 capital cities. South Africa stands as a unique example, being the sole African nation and the only one worldwide with 3 capital cities. Pretoria is the administrative capital of South Africa, where the president and cabinet offices are located. Cape Town is the legislative capital of South Africa. It is where the national parliament is located. Bloemfontein is the judicial capital of South Africa. It is the seat of the Supreme Court of Appeal and houses the highest court in the country. The African National Congress, ANC of South Africa, holds the distinction of being the oldest political party on the African continent. Established on January 8, 1912, the ANC has played a pivotal role in South Africa's fight against apartheid and the subsequent transition to a democratic nation. Since the conclusion of apartheid in 1994, the ANC has maintained its position in power, making it one of the foremost and influential political parties within South Africa. South Africa has received a lion's share of Nobel Peace Prizes in Africa over the years. Albert Luthuli became the inaugural Nobel Peace Laureate from Africa in 1960, while Desmond Mpilo Tutu, an Anglican bishop and theologian, achieved the same recognition in 1984. Both individuals were acknowledged for their non-violent resistance against apartheid. It is worth mentioning that Tutu served as the Bishop of Johannesburg from 1985 to 1986 and later became the Archbishop of Cape Town from 1986 to 1996, becoming the first black African to hold both positions. Nelson Mandela, an iconic leader and anti-apartheid activist, achieved historic milestones by becoming South Africa's first black president in 1994, after spending 27 years in prison. He symbolized resistance, reconciliation, and the fight for human rights. In 1993, Mandela, alongside then South African President F.W. de Klerk, were jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their work in peacefully ending the apartheid regime and establishing the groundwork for a new democratic South Africa. Vilakazi Street in Soweto, Johannesburg, holds the unique distinction of being the only street in the world where two Nobel Peace Prize laureates, Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu, have resided and received their respective awards. Robben Island, located off the coast of Cape Town, is known for its historical significance as a political prison during apartheid. It housed several anti-apartheid activists, including Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, and Ahmed Kathrada. The Cradle of Humankind, located near Johannesburg, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home to some of the world's oldest hominid fossils. It has played a significant role in understanding human evolution. Moreover, South Africa stands out as the African country with the highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, boasting a total of 10. Following closely behind are Ethiopia and Morocco, each with 9 sites, while Tunisia and Algeria claim 8 and 7 heritage sites respectively, creating a notable presence on the continent. Among a few other African countries, South Africa is renowned for its diverse wildlife, including the Big 5 game animals: lion, leopard, rhinoceros, elephant, and buffalo. Many national parks and private game reserves offer opportunities for safari experiences. It is considered one of the new 7 wonders of nature. Table Mountain is a level plateau measuring approximately 3 kilometers from side to side. It is often covered in a cloud formation known as the tablecloth. The mountain gets its name from its distinct flat shape, resembling a table. It is not only an iconic symbol of Cape Town, but also a significant natural and cultural heritage site. Its beauty, biodiversity, and accessibility make it a must-visit destination for nature enthusiasts, adventure seekers, and those looking to enjoy breathtaking panoramic views of Cape Town and its surroundings. South Africa holds the distinction of being the sole nation recognized for its development and subsequent voluntary dismantlement of a nuclear weapons program. In the midst of the apartheid era, South Africa covertly pursued the creation of 6 nuclear weapons, only to later dismantle them in the early 1990s. Demonstrating its commitment to global peace and security, South Africa went on to sign the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons (NPT) treaty and has since assumed the role of an advocate for nuclear disarmament. Although penguins are not indigenous to Africa, a small population of African penguins, also referred to as jackass penguins or black-footed penguins, can be observed in South Africa and Namibia. They primarily inhabit the southwestern coast of South Africa, specifically Robben Island and Robben Island. Boulders Beach in Simonstown, near Cape Town, is renowned for its African penguin colony. South Africa distinguishes itself as the sole African nation that holds membership in BRICs, an acronym representing the economies of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This term is used to characterize rapidly growing economies that are projected to collectively dominate the global economy, potentially before 2050. The BRICs collectively occupy an expansive area of over 39 million square kilometers and have an estimated total population of approximately 3.21 billion, accounting for around 26.7% of the world's land surface and 41.5% of the global population. The BRICs serve as the primary geopolitical competitor to the G7 group of advanced economies. In aggregate, the BRICs bloc generated a GDP exceeding $26.03 trillion in 2022. In Africa, homosexuality and the topic of LGBT have stirred significant controversy. Numerous African nations enforce strict laws concerning these matters. However, South Africa stands apart by becoming the first and only country in Africa. Certainly, there is an abundance of lesser-known facts about South Africa that have yet to be discovered by many. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll present you with the rest.